The StarBuds Summer Camp Day 7, Chemical Clash. The moment the sun rose, colorful chemical vapor bubbles floated across the plaza. Bit spun his little motor excitedly.
Welcome to Chemical Clash. Your mission: use your wisdom and teamwork to complete 3 experimental challenges and create a glowing Friendship Energy Orb.
Zeno sneezed. Those bubbles smelled suspiciously like durian-scented soap. The trio began planning. Bit, equipped with a built-in formula system and ultra-precise ratio scanner, declared,
I've already calculated the optimal solution. No need for discussion.
Did you know some liquids change color when we add a drop of acid-base indicator? Acids turn red, bases turn blue, like rainbow potions dancing. Luma suggested using star moon grass and floating quartz.
Experiments from my planet are more efficient.
Zeno couldn't wait to try his own idea.
I read in a picture book how to make liquid form a star-shaped pattern.
Nobody backed down. The tension grew. Zeno's face turned red as he snapped.
Why do we always have to follow your way? I whispered to him, hey, this isn't about defeating others. It's about discovering yourself.
Each tried their own method, and disaster struck. Bit's cooling system overloaded, letting out a sharp fsh as black smoke billowed from the flask. Luma's star moon grass reacted with Earth's oxygen. Pop! Bubbles burst into the air. One landed on Zeno's head and became a smoking bubble hat. Why do bubbles float? Sometimes when two things mix, they release gas, just like baking soda and vinegar. That gas makes bubbles pop and fly. Zeno was furious.
You two are way too full of yourselves.
Bit replied coolly.
You lack a logical foundation.
Luma shrugged.
Maybe Earth kids just aren't very calm.
I could feel Zeno's inner volcano about to erupt. While they argued, the ground trembled. From the lab table's edge rose a thick black fog. No ordinary smoke, but emotional residue from the null energy zone, feeding on jealousy, pride, and chaos. It wrapped around their tools, turning bubbles into prickly dark spheres. Luma's halo dimmed. Bit's emotion module glitched. Zeno stared at the fog and quietly murmured,
I'm just jealous you're all so good at this.
His footprint badge lit up faintly. Luma stopped, looking up.
I shouldn't have looked down on Earth kids.
Bit paused for a few seconds.
Perhaps I was programmed with arrogance.
They exchanged looks and nodded. Then, together, they approached the experiment table and combined the remaining materials. Not the fastest or most perfect recipe, but one they chose together. When they poured the mixed solution into the glowing chamber, a slowly rotating Friendship Energy Orb emerged, shining like a tiny asteroid. Its warm light dissolved the black fog, revealing a trail of footprints, joined in a triangle. It was the Dynastep Teamwork Badge. I leapt on top of the chamber and waved a paw. I leapt on top of the chamber and waved a paw. Teamwork isn't about being the strongest alone, it's about lighting the way for each other. That evening, Zeno sat on the couch while his parents cleaned the bubble goop from his hair and listened to his story. Dad Max said gently,
We've always worried that you might struggle in competitions like this. You're not as cool-headed as robots, or as clever as aliens.
Today I learned a new kind of smart. It's called being okay with not always being smart.
Mom Clara pulled him into a hug.
That's better than winning first place.
Dynastep check-in. Today, acknowledged a feeling, jealousy. Expressed emotions during conflict. Cooperated with friends to finish a task. Sometimes we think winning a contest is the greatest thing, but the real magic happens before the black fog rises, when we learn to lower our heads, open our hearts, and rebuild. That's the real victory. Together. See you next time!